Danny Gaselli.
Over the past couple days, I've been talking to colleagues and friends about life and their journey and life experiences. So today, we want to turn that onto you. If you had to teach a class or, for example, give a TED Talk, what would it be about according to your journey? Takane is our show producer. She's the one who truly makes the magic behind the scenes and makes the show exceptional. Takane, welcome to the show. If you were to give a TED Talk based on your journey of life, of which is vast, you've done so many things, what would it be about?
So Danny, if I had to give a TED Talk, it would be about having the courage to start again, reinventing yourself, staying curious throughout all the seasons of your life. And this comes basically from my experience of living in 5 of the 9 provinces, working across radio, marketing and digital marketing, studying only late in life. So I didn't go to school like straight out of high school rather. And I've learned that growth comes from putting yourself forward, being open to learning and never underestimating who you're inspiring along the way.
I was going to tell you my TED Talk, but I'm going to sound really inconsequential after hearing yours because yours is just amazing. And that's the beauty about life. Like, you've experienced so much, but that's the path that you've chosen.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that, when you in a room, like last week we spoke about the elevator pitch.
Yes.
Sometimes we are so bad at marketing ourselves, but you honestly have to get better at talking about what you do because you never know who's in the room, who's next to you. It could be your next business partner. It could be somebody that really looks up to you and hasn't said it in words. So always put your best foot forward.
I think there's many TED Talks that I'd love to give, but if I had to hone in on one, it would be the art of listening. I feel that so many people are obsessed with their voice being heard as opposed to listening, and I think that is one of the most important tools in life. So let's hear from you. You've heard from producer Takane. If you had to teach a class or give a TED Talk, what on earth would it be about?
Hi, Danny. I am Miss Tulo, and I am the author of Dear Black Parents, a letter from your child's teacher and reflections. I run a networking for women called Healed and Loved, and I've actually given a TED Talk before on how parenting can change the world. But if you woke me up today to say I must give a TED Talk, I would definitely teach on gratitude and hope. Like, there is power in being hopeful for tomorrow, but being grateful for where you are.
Hi there, Danny. It's Celeste from the Bluff. I think if I had to look at my career and personal journey, for me, it's really all about resilience and growth. My career changed very drastically when the pandemic ended. All business face-to-face facilitation. I really love engagement. And overnight, I had to move into an area of online facilitation, and it was tough. It really was tough. I missed the vibrancy, the engagement, all of that energy that matched my personality. But you know what? Resilience actually pushed me to adapt, learn all the new skills, and reshape my career. So my TED Talk would be about resilience and growth and how life's tough situations like a pandemic can push you to reinvent yourself, rebuild your career, and discover some strengths you really didn't know you actually had. Thanks for a great show, buddy. Bye.
The more I experience life and the more people I talk to, the more I realize that every single person is just going through something. Hey. So be kind wherever you are. And based on what you're going through and what you've experienced through your life, if you had to teach a class or give a TED Talk, what would it be on?
Hi, Danny. Amanda Mgoni here. I am from Durban. I'm a team leader in billing and administration, but I actually studied advertising and marketing. But I am in influencing at the moment. So if I had to do a TED Talk, I would talk about how, life is not always linear, and sometimes you have to make your own opportunities in order to get to where you want to be.
Hey, Danny, it is Sue Barnes here from a company called Subs Pants and Pads. And I developed a washable sanitary pad to assist rural schoolgirls from my own personal experience of coming from a childhood at home and having to send my daughters to a regional school because they are dyslexic, and just realizing there how many young girls in the rural areas don't have sanitary pads, so they miss out on a huge opportunity of education. And if I had to TED Talk, I would talk on how your past experiences can affect your life and your decisions that you make throughout your life.
Hi Danny, it's Kiasha from Chatsworth. If I had to give a talk, it would definitely be about the importance of education. Being a high school dropout and recently attaining my amended senior certificate, and also being a university student studying towards a Bachelor of Education. Education is definitely the most important thing. And towards the youth today, that is my message. Never give up. Even if you fail, try again, because education is the key to success.
I'm absolutely obsessed with what you've had to say today. Thanks for your honesty. It really is amazing, and it gets you thinking, whether you're at the office or during the school pickup, with everything you've been through in your life. What would your TED Talk be about?
Hi Danny, my name is Sharon Anthony. I'm the owner of Sadhya Taste of Kerala. If I was to give a TED Talk, it would be on building confidence and how to use this confidence to manifest great things in your life. I personally had zero self-confidence. I had to use a self-esteem coach who taught me how to gain my inner self-confidence. Now I'm thriving. I've quit 15 plus years of corporate. I run a successful catering business from home, and I've learned to authentically be myself. I am myself regardless of where I am or who I am around. I'm on this journey. I've found my spirit, and now I'm on the journey to help others find theirs.
Hey Danny, it's Rachel from Rachel the Interiors. So if I had to give a TED Talk to anybody who wants to start their own business, it would be believe in yourself. Trust your gut. You can do anything that you put your mind to. Hard work really does pay off in the end. And yeah, you just work hard at your dreams to fulfill your dreams.
Good day, Danny. This is Lenore, the CV lady. Absolutely love this topic. So my career and personal journey has been always regarding my passion, which is to help people find jobs. That's my field of study as well as of work. I absolutely love talking about that topic. And this week, Thursday, I'm actually going to be talking at the Hirsch's Umhlanga Business Workshop, which is going to be taking place at the Hirsch's Umhlanga branch this week, Thursday, the 21st of May. And my topic is just covering that, everything to do with your career toolkit, from mastering your CVs, LinkedIn, understanding LinkedIn, and a job search strategy for people, just to help them find jobs, which is all in line with my passion. Thank you so much and enjoy the rest of your day.
I'm here with a massive smile on my face. Those voice notes were exceptional. Thank you so much for the honesty. And Lenore, smash that talk, okay?
Hi, Danny. This is Daya, volunteer with Life Saving South Africa. If I had to do a TED Talk, it'll certainly be on water safety and drowning prevention, and how Life Saving South Africa promotes safety through its Water Smart program, which is free for all schools, communities, parents, for everybody.
Danny, mine would be having a positive attitude. I think a lot depends on us. We can either have a negative attitude or a positive. Regardless of what happens, we just have to talk to ourselves. And yeah, it's maybe not as easy, but it definitely is.
Hi Danny, it's Sam Bolger from The Bluff. So if I had to give a TED Talk on my life journey and career, it will be about not giving up, despite the circumstance, despite your background, despite where you grew up at. You are the author of your own story, and you can reach that goal if you put your mind towards it. Yes, prayer is important, but having the right attitude is even more important to have as well. So that's what I would talk about.
Hi Danny, Ratiba Mahali here, and I work in brand and communication management across mining, investment and finance sectors. If I were to deliver my TED Talk, it will be about how marketing today is no longer about just selling products, but about building trust, relevance, and genuine human connections. And funny enough, I'm actually part of TEDx Devon, and we have a conference coming up on the 18th of July. Cheers.
Hey, Danny, it's Michelle. In regards with my career, my personal life, my personal journey and business, the one thing I've learned is if you don't know who you are, people will make you what they want you to be. And if you don't drink from the fountain of experience, you will die of thirst in the desert of ignorances. So if I had to give a TED Talk or teach a class, I'd probably tell them that your legacy will come when you free yourself and become the powerful being you were created to be. You are going to launch, you are going to glow, you are going to sparkle. Just don't stop believing in yourself. Do not hold back, do not fear. You have the power, and it's time to step out and fulfill your dreams, your goals, and ambitions.
Some fascinating stories, and I appreciate your honesty today.
Danny Gaselli, East Coast Radio.